Hi, I'm Sally Thibault, and in this video today we're going to be tapping on abundance. Now, here's the deal. Most of us want to believe in abundance. However, oftentimes the words, people, and events of our past stop us believing that the world is an abundant place to be. And of course, in business, having an abundance mindset is an absolute forerunner to creating business success. But in tapping, we use a terminology called tail enders. We're told things as children that just keep running like a script in the back of our minds all the time. For instance, when it comes to abundance, let's look at some of the words that you may have been told when you were a child. There can only be one winner. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You don't always get what you want. There's never enough to go around. Any of those things that you may have been told when you were a child that just became part of your script that you run throughout your life. Now, the beauty about tapping is we can go and sort of cherry pick each one of those and pull them out and actually create a whole different way of thinking about abundance. So you might like to switch this video off for a moment and just think of all the things that you've been told when you were a child about lack. That there's never enough to go around, or there can only be one winner, or there's got to be winners and losers, or whatever it is. You know, even the school system is set up to believe that somebody's going to get a prize and somebody isn't. You know, that's the way the world works. Well, it actually doesn't work like that. The way it works is there is abundance in the world for everybody. And billions of people on this planet, there's plenty for everybody to go around. But when you fall into that lack mentality, that's what you attract in your life. Now, what we go and do in tapping is we go and tap on each one of those aspects until we can collapse what we call tabletop and table legs. So when we go in and tap on each of those aspects and collapse the table, so you actually do begin to operate from a total perspective of manifesting abundance all the time in your life, especially in your business. All right, you might like to choose one. I'm going to use the words, there's never enough to go around. That's what I'm going to tap on. So if you look at a particular set of phrase that maybe your mother or your parents or a teacher always said to you, and just measure on a scale of 1 to 10 how strong that is a belief for you, that never enough to go around. And I'm going to tap on that. You might like to choose something else. So just tapping. Even though I've always believed there's never enough to go around, there's always winners and losers, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though I struggle with this concept of abundance, because there's a part of me that still believes there's never enough to go around. And there's got to be winners and losers. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. One more time. Even though I know there's a tiny part of me that still believes there's never enough to go around. There's got to be winners and losers. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Here we go. There's never enough to go around. There's got to be winners and losers. There's never enough to go around. There has to be winners and losers. That's what I've believed all my life. There has to be winners and losers. There's never enough to go around. I believed that all my life. There's never enough to go around. There's never enough for me. There has to be winners and losers. There's never enough to go around. There has to be winners and losers. There's never enough to go around. There has to be winners and losers. There's never enough to go around. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now I want you to look, check to see what your level of belief is. What you want to get to is like, what a load of rubbish. You want to try and get to that where you just go, I don't believe that. That's when you know you've collapsed that particular aspect. Okay, not until you've done that and really collapse that belief, whatever it is, and any other belief that popped up for you, that you move on to the next round. Okay, we're going to do reframe round. Even though I realize that I had a lack mentality, I believe there wasn't enough to go around. I choose to open my heart and my mind to attracting and manifesting abundance in my life. Even though there was a part of me that actually bought into the lack mentality. I choose to change that. I choose to open my heart and my mind to manifesting abundance in all aspects of my life. Even though I know there was a part of me that was struggling to understand this concept. I recognize where it comes from. And I choose to open my heart and my mind to believing in abundance. Okay, tapping. I choose to allow abundance to flow into my life. I choose to operate from a perspective of abundance. I choose to believe that abundance flows into my life easily and effortlessly. I choose to believe in abundance. I choose to open up my heart and my mind to abundance. I choose to believe abundance will flow into my life. I am abundance. I am success. I am prosperity. I choose to operate from a place of pure abundance. I'm grateful for all the abundance that flows into my life. I'm grateful for the abundance of miracles that flow into my life. I choose to open my heart and my mind to abundance and prosperity. I choose to be abundant. I choose to operate from a place of total and pure abundance. I choose to be abundant. Take a deep breath and let it go. Okay, hands on your hips now. There's two concepts I want you to really focus on. One is the law of reciprocity, which is just feeling that, to give as much as you can to people, to be absolute abundance, and understanding that when you are open to abundance, it flows back to you 10 times. And the other one is the balance in giving and receiving. Just make sure there's a balance in your giving and receiving, that you are not giving and you're not receiving in return. That every relationship you have is balanced, abundant giving and receiving. And you can feel that energy flow. It just feels effortless, that you give, but you're also receiving, and you're worthy of receiving that abundance. Take a deep breath and let it go. Let me know how you go. Pop any questions below. Talk soon. Bye for now.